digging in the crates for something good. Hidden gems often misunderstood. 'Cause you know there's no such thing as too much. Miscellaneous important stuff.
Welcome back to the show. Today, I'm super excited because my mom was here, and I'm not excited because I don't talk to my mom and I'm talking to her now. I'm just excited because I love my mom. She's the greatest mom. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased, but she's the greatest mom, and I'm just excited to get to introduce everybody to her. So I won't say anything else. It's just, it was a fun time talking to her, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. Here it is. 40 minutes. You ready? Can you think you can talk to me for 40 minutes?
Probably not, but I'll try.
All right, well, let's give it a go.
Okay.
First question. That's not really how this format is. I'm not going to just do a rundown of questions for you, but I do have a question to start it.
Okay.
Why did you want to be a mom?
Wow, you're trying to get me to cry right off the bat.
Let's get right to it. Get the tears out early, and then we'll be done.
I really don't know. That's just the feeling I had since I was young. Maybe because just for as long as I can remember.
Like when you were 10?
I think when I got older.
Like a teenager?
I think from my maybe my upbringing or something, the way my family life was, I just wanted to have my own family.
Because you wanted to do it your own way?
Right.
Do you think, did you ever have anything else you wanted to do, or was that it?
Nope, that was it.
You know, that's what I tell people when I talk about you.
That's all I wanted?
Not in a bad way. I just say that's what she wanted. She told me she wanted to have kids. That was a goal. To have a family, to have kids. And
that was my dream too.
You're gonna start crying already.
Yes, to be married and have children, and that's all my goal was.
All right, well, you have 4 beautiful children.
Yes.
Well, most of them are beautiful. But so your dream came true in a way, right?
Half of it, yeah.
Well, there's 5 people. So really more than half came true if you think about it like that.
No, I'm talking about it as in getting married, having a family, and children.
I'm just talking about like 4 out of 5. Not bad.
Right.
Not a bad situation.
And if you look at it that way, it turned out great.
So what's your favorite part about being a mom? Or what has been from the beginning?
Favorite part? I don't know.
Don't leave me hanging. There's a lot of dead air here.
I'm thinking it's just I don't know. I've just enjoyed every minute of it.
Don't lie to me.
Maybe it's taking care of people, or maybe it's having other people around.
Well, that makes me sad. Don't tell me you had kids just to have people around.
Well, I don't mean in that way. I don't know how to explain it very good. It was just what I wanted.
And so what was it like having your first kid? My sister, your daughter.
Samantha. What was it like, as in what?
I don't know. I don't have kids. So what was that like, that first moment like? You hadn't had kids before that, so you can imagine it. But what was it like when it actually happened?
I guess it felt natural, so it didn't feel like it was hard or anything. We didn't live by family, so I, was on my own. So I'd say everything went smoothly. It was harder when you came along.
All right.
Because then there were 2.
Yeah, but
and
you got your man-on-man coverage.
But you still, when you have your baby, you can nap when they nap. you know,
Yeah.
or you can get things done when they nap or whatever. And when you have two, it doesn't go together quite like that. So
Well, you just told me you enjoyed every moment of it.
I did. It was just
I can-
harder at that time.
I can think of lots of
To
moments
do
where you didn't
too.
seem to be enjoying yourself.
Well, there's good and bad and everything, but you still enjoy it. You still
Is it
wouldn't
just-
change it.
Fulfilling,
Fulfilling, that's a good word, yes.
because not every moment's joyful,
No,
but worth it.
yes. Maybe we should interview you
Why?
about being a mom. You seem to have the words better than I do.
No, I think I've heard you talk about it, and I've observed you, and I've seen what kind of mom you are. So,
Yeah.
how would you describe yourself as a mom?
Oh.
Be honest.
Someone who tries but doesn't always get it right.
Tell me the good things, jeez. Don't make yourself sad because you some stuff's out of your control. You got good kids. You got 4 good kids. All of them have had problems, just like you've had problems in your life. So why do you feel bad because you tried and things didn't always turn out right?
No. I mean, I know there's things out of my control. I just want to always be there when someone needs me.
Or you have been. I mean, I could go
Right.
do something crazy right now, and that's not your fault anymore. Like, you did what you could. And now from moving forward, whatever I get myself into is my own fault. I still think you would be there, but like
You're just invested though, and so you I don't know. I'm sure every mom isn't as emotional as I am over it.
No, I've seen some bad moms. Do you get really judgmental about other moms?
I don't know if that's the right word.
You don't have to say it. I will.
I mean, I don't try and judge.
You just have a way you wish people would parent.
No, because, well, I mean, if they're really bad parents, then probably yes.
All right. I want to hear names. Who's the worst parent you know of?
I probably shouldn't say.
Just give me the first and last name, or just the first letter of both first and last name.
No. There's lots of good moms out there.
God, what are you, a politician here? Trying to get the news, trying to get the scoop.
I don't have any scoop.
Do you feel like you gave up on things because you were a mom? Like you sacrificed having your own life?
No, because that's what I wanted to do. That was what I wanted, so I got what I wanted.
Yeah, what about now? Is
The
that
hard time is now.
because we're all grown up?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to make you sad. Well, what do you do? Well, what do you do then, though? Because we're all just going to keep getting older.
It's just an adjustment. You got to figure out what you're going to do now.
Don't you think now's a good time to focus on yourself?
That's what I mean. I've got to figure out, what do I want to do now?
Well, give me some ideas.
What does that mean?
Like what ideas do you have?
Oh, well, I want to travel more. That's one thing I want to do. I don't know. Find a hobby. Something to fill the time.
I think you should. Well, don't say it like that. It sounds like you're just waiting around to die.
No, I'm
Something
not.
to fill my empty days, I guess. Eeyore.
No.
No. I think you should be more selfish.
In what way? With what?
Well, you spent all my life and all my brothers and sisters' life, and still today just doing whatever everybody else needs. You would give me $5 before you spent that $5 on yourself, even though I don't have to. Like, I can take care of myself. If I asked you, you'd still give it to me.
I know, but that's just me. That's who I am. I don't think it has to do with being a mom.
Yes, it does.
You
because
think?
you would not do that same thing for a guy that you saw in a McDonald's. I mean, you have. I'm saying, I don't want to make you sound terrible outside of having kids. I just mean that you were going to give more to your kids than you would give to just random people.
Yes.
You are more cautious about what you give to other people that you don't know.
Right.
But when it comes to your kids, you just give them whatever.
Yes, I do.
Not in a spoiling way, I don't think.
Know.
You just,
I just enjoy it, though. I mean, I give because I want to. Not because I want something back or there's a reason for it. It just, I don't know, comes naturally.
That was a nice pat on the back for you. It's good. It's true, though. So now, whatever debt I may have to you in whatever way, I'm not going to give you back. I have it recorded now. You told me I don't need it back. Like, it's fine.
Great. Can we do this over?
Yeah, start over. So rewind. So about giving. What? So do you want to talk about the trip that we just went on there?
Yeah, I had a great time on our trip.
Great. That's really a great story.
What do you want? Where we went? What we did?
Well, tell me first why you wanted to go. Was that sort of part of you just wanting to travel more? Because I feel like those are things you probably couldn't do before, but I've always done.
Right, and you're the traveler, and you like to go, and I think for 4th of July, I just wanted to get away and do something different than I get kind of bored here. So I thought it would be nice just to get away and have a different kind of 4th.
We'll talk about where we went and also get closer to that microphone.
Oh.
Well, you can lift it up too. There we go.
We just headed toward Dallas, but we never really made it there. We went down to Denton, Texas, and how did we run? Oh, I wanted to go to Buc-ee's because I'd never been to one, and I always heard about them.
You've never been to Buc-ee's.
I don't get out much. See, that's my problem.
No, but that's like I feel like that's always if you go to Dallas for anything. I can't believe we never went to Buc-ee's when we were growing up because we went to Dallas for things, right?
No.
Maybe we didn't. Well, no, we went to that Cowboys game, but that was on a bus.
Right.
And we went to the Dallas Burn game because they were Dallas Burn back then. We drove there. You don't remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
I was like 13. We drove to Dallas for that. 100% sure. I don't have digital pictures, but I have printed pictures somewhere.
Huh? I don't remember that.
It was for a birthday. We went to. It was.
No,
an MLS
I remember
game.
the football game we went to because it was just me and you that went.
Yeah. No, the soccer game was. I don't know how many of us went, but remember, I think his name was Jason Christ or something like that. I could look it up now, but anyway.
None of this rings a bell.
Well, there you go. We went to Dallas for that. Didn't go to Buc-ee's. But continue. You have not. I
had not been to Buc-ee's, so I wanted to see what it was all about, and it was pretty neat. It was just a big old department store inside a gas station.
Garage. Sounds safe.
So, but yeah, it was fun, and so from there we just went and found a local little hole in the wall to go eat, and that was good. And then while we were there, we saw a bookstore, an old, what would you call it?
It was
it was all used stuff. Yeah, recycled
so
books and
VHS,
records and tapes,
DVDs, CDs, books.
Yeah, so that was fun to look around. And then we went and found a hotel and went to see Superman the movie. And then
no, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
Went to see Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Oh God. Did I say Superman?
You said Superman.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to start over?
I was talking to my sister, and I hope I said Spider-Man.
She probably knew what you meant.
I don't know.
She just didn't call you out like I did.
Probably. And then we went and saw the fireworks. And then the next day, we went to see Ripley's Believe It or Not, which I thought was pretty cool.
What about the crowd there?
Yeah, Jay really loved the busloads of children.
What do you mean? I feel like whatever feeling I get about that is from you.
They were frazzling you, though.
It was just... It was crowds of screaming kids, and it just wasn't fun anymore.
Uh,
I mean, when you're trying to, I can't be the only one that feels this way. I know you, come on. You didn't love it.
no, I didn't love it, but I tried to ignore it so that
I did too, but like we were standing at one place and then all these kids, like they were swarming, like we weren't even there. They'd slide in front of you.
yeah, they would. They were not well behaved, but
See, I think
their
those things-
handlers were not very good either.
Those things bother me more, I think, is because how I was raised with you. We would be in so much trouble
Yes.
if we acted that way. If we
Yes.
were bothering people, getting in somebody else's way, not saying excuse me, being loud. I mean, they were all the things that I was told we weren't allowed
Not
to
to
do.
do.
Every one of those kids was doing.
We're doing it, yes.
And I thought, this is not how they should be raised.
But
Where are their
they were not
mothers?
where they're with their parents though. It was
It's
daycare.
true.
So
And it was fine. It was just like the longer it went on, it was just it was kids screaming, and then we went through that haunted type
the
area.
haunted section,
So
yeah.
there
And I
was-
thought for sure they weren't going through there,
Right.
but they did. And then they were all crying. So
So you had them crying, you had the monsters or whatever screaming, you had chainsaws and car horns going off. Maybe I'm just like old and have a problem with sounds now. I don't know. It was more the noise than it was the people.
yeah.
But it was so fun.
Anyway, it was fun for me, and
I still liked it.
and then we went and found the Rainforest Cafe, which I wasn't very impressed with, but I mean it was something you mark off your bucket list, so it's fine.
That place, it seems like
Seemed
they've
cheesy.
never. It was probably great in the 80s.
Yeah, maybe, or if you're a kid, so
It's like the animatronics at Chuck E. Cheese.
the kids loved it.
Did they?
They seem to.
Oh yeah, at one of the, at a Rainforest Cafe, nobody. It's like they don't even know you're there when they're walking around. The other people. That lady stopped right at her table. She was almost touching me, and just talking to her child like, "Hey, look at the cheetah! Look at the cheetah! Isn't that cool?" I'm like, you're at our table. Please.
But what else didn't you like about that place?
Oh, well, we were lucky enough to sit right by the kitchen. So as they come out, I didn't know that every time somebody ordered the
Volcano!
the volcano, that I guess they're required to yell, "Volcano!" So that was like right in my ear every time. I think I'm just a crotchety old man. I don't know.
Oh, that was fun though.
It was fun, and then it's also smart because I really kind of wanted a volcano at the end, just because I had heard it enough. I was like, I got to see what this volcano is all about.
So then after that, we went to Windstar because I had never been there, and so that was fun too. Jay won 6 cents, and I lost $10.
Yeah, but you lost money, and then if you don't count that, you won like $20.
Oh, before I lost some of it?
We lost 20, and then you had the new
Right,
20,
right.
and you got up to almost 40. So like that's nice, even though
Right.
technically you're just breaking even.
Yeah.
What did you think of Windstar?
It's just a casino. It was fine.
God, so judgmental. You know, I remember going to movies when I was a kid, and every movie was good back then. So we'd
Yeah.
leave and like, oh my God, it was awesome. What'd you think? And you're like, it was all right. Like, what is wrong with you? Are you just not fun? Or is it when you turn into an adult, you don't like movies anymore? And now I do the same thing. And I get it because you've seen enough movies and you're like, yeah, it's not as good as the other ones. I like,
Right.
I don't know. It's for kids. So. And now you're the same way with other things, I guess.
Well, you have a thing in your head, I guess, or you're expecting more excitement, and it's just a place. So,
yeah,
but that's okay because I just wanted to see it, and I did, and it's not a big deal if it was the greatest thing on earth. It was just something I wanted to go
true.
see, and I got to see it, and so now I don't worry about it.
What did you expect though?
I don't know. I just expected it to look different inside. I think I don't know. It's just to be different than a regular casino in some other way. I don't know.
They do break it down by countries or cities or whatever it is, but
Right.
yeah, they don't even change that much when you go there.
Yeah, it's not visible that much unless you're
'cause
really looking.
It's
So
still a room full of slot machines.
Exactly. So it's fine. I'll go to Riverwind.
Well, we should have gone to see Air Supply.
I'm sure it was sold out.
You really think so? I think there were some people just handing out tickets off to the side. Give me a line from one of the great Air Supply songs.
That was Kirsten's group, not mine. I don't know.
Who's that?
My sister, sorry.
Yeah, I know who that is. Although if I didn't, that would be interesting information too to find out for the first time. Your sister, like my aunt?
You haven't met my sister?
No, I haven't met. Probably a lot of family though.
No, you haven't. That's the downfall of military, or maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe some of the
I mean, maybe some families still get together
that are not like
that
our
are
extended
military.
family? Oh yeah,
yeah.
some do, but you got to have money too, and then if other families are in the military and they're spread out,
Right.
like our family's spread out all over the place. So how are we all supposed to get together?
Yeah.
If it was everyone's in one spot and we're the ones that are out, then
Right,
it's like,
and then
sure,
you go
we could
back to
probably
visit.
go back,
Right.
because everyone's
Right.
there.
Yeah.
Do you wish you had that? Do you wish you had like a 40-person meetup for every holiday? Or do you not care?
This probably isn't the best time to ask me.
Well, yeah, it is because it's just generally because
Well,
we've had like 10, 15, but then I have
Right.
friends who are like, yeah, we had 60 people over the house. I'm like, what?
I think it could be fun, yes, to have a big extended family. Yeah.
But then there's more problems or more people you don't like.
Right. Unless you can get along, or, things roll off your back or whatever, and they don't go on for years.
Well, maybe if you start that now, you raise a bunch of kids who, are able to let things go, and then they raise their kids
Right.
the same way, and then before you know it,
Right.
you have a huge extended family.
Well, you marry off 4 kids and, get families that way, and then I guess it could grow from there.
Yeah, I guess it could if you actually marry off 4 kids.
Well, 1 out of 4, I'm getting there.
Yeah, but not quickly.
No, not quickly.
How old am I?
Oh, geez, you make me do the math. You're 30-something.
Well, I thought you would know. That's interesting.
I'd have to count it up. I don't think about it.
It's 24, 27,
If I thought
32,
about it,
34.
maybe I'd feel old or something if I thought about it.
Did you hear what I said?
32?
Oh, well, I gave you all the ages, but
Oh.
24,
oh, you
27,
did that?
32, 34.
Oh, you really think about it then.
I just know because I know how everyone sits. It's easy when my brothers are both.
Well, maybe
don't
it's
have-
because you're in the group. You're in the 4.
The only one I got to think about is Samantha. Ryan and Cody, they're like whatever age I am, I just have to subtract.
Right.
It's never going to, other
See,
than
I'd have
2
to go to the
days.
year and add, and that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I really don't think about it.
I know. Well, you think about every year. I know your age. I know everyone's age.
Well, yeah, when your birthday comes around, I think about it,
Okay.
but I don't think about it. If somebody said, "How old are your kids?" I'd say, "Well, give me a minute."
Do you think about your own age?
No,
Oh, how old are you?
57.
Oh, there you go. You knew. You knew right away.
Because that's my own birthday. I know.
Well, you said you don't think about it. You have to think about it if you're going to know it all the time.
I don't think about it though.
All right. Do you feel old?
No,
When do you think you feel old?
I don't know. 80.
80. That's
Yeah.
not bad. If you feel old at 80, that means you're still, if you're just feeling old then, you probably got 20, 30, 40 more years left.
I hope so. I'm looking to be 100.
Really?
Yeah, that's my goal.
That's a good run.
Yeah.
We don't have like a history of cancer or anything in the family, really, right? Not like huge disease
I don't know
type
them.
stuff.
I don't like,
Why? 'Cause we don't know any of our family.
because my father died when I was 3 and I don't know anything about his side. So I don't know about that.
That's a good point. You don't know anything about his side? Did that just get like
Yeah, that
Was it just gone?
Yep.
immediately?
Just gone. Not immediately. I can kind of give you a rundown.
Was it because of like drama, or is it just sort of there was not necessarily a reason to stay connected?
No, I think they were cut off because my dad died. I think my mom went off the deep end, needed to get some help. We stayed with my uncle, and I think my father's family tried to take us from her. And so once that was done and we weren't going anywhere, then it was cut off.
She didn't take kindly to that?
No.
Well, it's not surprising. Well, but how much of that do you know just from her and other family members, and how much of that do you know because you remember it because you were so young?
No, I don't remember.
That's just what you...
I mean, I remember certain things, like I remember staying with my aunt and uncle. But that's about it.
Do you think about that much?
About what?
Him dying?
It depends on the day.
Since you
or what's going on in my life, but yeah. Sometimes, not all the time. No, not constant.
Because you got a great, I don't want to say replacement dad, but that's,
right.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So you're lucky in that way.
Right.
And it happened so early that it's like.
Right. So he's the only dad I really know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You just wonder what it would have been like.
Yeah, I think that's just the way it goes, don't you?
Yeah, because how can you?
Because you're always going to wonder about, oh, geez, what would my life be like now? Or what if this happened? Or
what do you know about him?
My father?
Yeah.
Nothing really.
You don't know anything?
No. I can't remember which way it went, but he was either in the Air Force, got out, went in the Army, or vice versa. And so he was in the military and this all happened in Panama.
You know, do you have pictures of him?
Yes.
Have you ever showed me pictures of him? I don't know if you have.
I don't know. They've always been kind of put away because I didn't feel like I should have them out.
Why?
Because of my dad.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to be disrespectful or make him feel bad.
You don't need to like hide them necessarily.
No, they're just put away. Right.
Do you think that would bother him?
I didn't know. I didn't ever talk to him about it.
I think he would understand. When you're coming into a family and you're going to be the best dad or stepdad you can be, but still you can't replace somebody's dad, father.
Yeah. I've recently thought about getting him out.
I want to see him. I don't know. I feel like, I mean, we've talked about him. I just don't know if I've seen anything.
Yeah.
Can you talk about how he died again?
Him and my mom were fishing, and he didn't know how to swim and somehow fell in, and she couldn't save him.
It's just a crazy story.
Yeah.
It's just sort of random.
Yeah. They were on the Panama Canal.
Like out in the middle?
You know, on the bank or whatever. So I don't know. Maybe they were on a boat. I don't know.
Where were you?
I really didn't even learn that until Cody was a baby.
How'd you learn it then? Why weren't
I think I've just blocked it out.
Well, that doesn't sound healthy.
And then you are young, and so he's the only dad you know, and so I don't know. Maybe I didn't think about it. And then my brother told me one day on a phone call, and
just randomly?
I don't remember what we were talking about. I really do think I block things like that out.
Do you think that's helpful, though? I don't feel like it's helpful.
I don't know. There's other things that have happened to me that I don't dwell on.
Oh, but that's different. Dwelling and
well, I mean, that they're there, and I know they're there. I just don't think about them.
I think that's healthy if you worked through it.
Well, I don't know that I worked through it. I just moved past it and said, there's nothing I can do about it now. And
you want to talk to my therapist?
Huh?
Want to talk to my therapist?
Oh. He'd probably charge me too much.
No, he wouldn't. He's the best. All the stuff that I've talked to that I probably thought I didn't want to think about or didn't need to think about, I feel like that's when I've got the most help.
Yeah.
But I understand that too. Sometimes it's just not helpful to think about things.
Yeah.
That's what I've tried to be better at recently. Instead of replaying thoughts, especially stupid ones, you just let it go.
You have to. I mean, what else are you going to do with it? Why are you to want it to ruin your future?
Yeah. No, that's true.
I mean, you're going to think about it, but
you have to
blow it off.
resolve it. It's like when somebody dies, you have to grieve. You can't pretend like it didn't happen. You have to cry and you have to go through that whole thing, and then you can say, I'm not going to think about it every day.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that simple. Like, it's naturally you're going to grieve as soon as it happens.
Yeah.
It could be months later and you have a breakdown and go, what's that about?
You're still grieving, right?
Right.
I mean, I'm just saying you can't push it so far down that you're like, well, I don't know. I don't think anybody died.
Oh, I don't think you could. It would come back somehow. In some way.
It depends on how far you bury it.
How far you shove it down there?
Yeah. So how did you what type of mom did you imagine yourself being before you ever got to be a mom?
Oh gosh, I was going to be the best mom in the world. Greatest mom ever.
But what
cool
what would you
mom.
say? Is this your kid and you go, when I'm a mom, I'm going to do this and this and this?
No, I don't think I ever did that.
Oh. Well, you just said you were going to be a cool mom.
No, I just probably thought that. I never talked about it.
Oh, you didn't tell anybody?
No.
Now it's on record. You know my coolest story about you being a cool mom?
On the bike?
Yeah.
Jeez.
These kids, they thought they were so cool. So cool. They were just bullies. I was, what was I, 6?
Yeah, something like that.
Old enough to remember it. They were just making fun of me. And so we were in Alaska, by the way. I went back down the street, went home. Was I crying? I had to have been. I was very upset. I was very upset. I don't even remember what they said to me. I did not like it. And you didn't either. Because you got on Samantha's bike and you rode right down that street. And you gave them a stern talking to. And you grabbed this kid's arm. And he thought he was so smart because the cool kids always do. He slipped right out of the jacket and you were like, nope. Grabbed his arm because you'd seen this before. You knew it was coming. So you grabbed his arm and you made sure they knew to never bother me again. And I was just standing behind you like, huh? What? I tried to tell you. That's my mom. So yeah, I know the bike's too small for her.
Did they bother you again?
I don't remember any incident after that.
After that? Yeah, I don't remember getting on the bike again.
I think they started paying me after that day. $1 here, $1 there. Yeah. Do you think it's good to be bullied, though?
Oh, you mean, why would it be good to be bullied?
Well, not to what it's like progressed to now, but like things like that you like to have experiences where you get bullied or you get made fun of, or just like you gotta deal with things, not where you're
right. I think in the past, yes, but now it's just gotten too out of hand.
Where people are like give you death threats and tell you should
exactly.
die.
Yes.
No kid ever told me I should die. They just said you're dumb.
Your pants are stupid.
Yeah. Like, oh.
Right.
Now it's like you should crawl in a hole and never come out. Oh, jeez. I just said hi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think it'd be hard to be a mom today? I mean, you are one, but like
with
kid in like
kids?
school, like
yes,
5th grade or something.
Yes, I think it would be extremely hard.
Oh, so you're saying I shouldn't have kids? I get it.
No, I say it all the time. I'm glad I had my kids when I did.
Yeah, but I could have kids right now, and I might say the same thing 20 years from now.
Well, that's true.
Boy, I'm glad I had kids when I did.
Exactly.
These
that's
kids
true.
today.
Every generation thinks theirs is the best.
Yeah. Do you think your generation is the best?
I don't know if it's the best, but yeah, I think you guys had good memories, like a good childhood. Things were good.
Yeah. It was fun growing up on like in the military housing stuff, like Alaska for sure, Delaware, yes.
Yeah.
Here, not so much. That's why sometimes I wish we would have stayed in base housing.
Right.
I liked having the house where I got my room, but it was different. Like when you lived on base, it seemed like there were just always kids around to play with,
Right.
which is weird. I don't think I expected to move into the neighborhood that we moved into in Oklahoma and there just not to be that. I guess I didn't realize it wasn't normal necessarily.
Right.
So, yeah, I had great memories, especially in Alaska. It's like where you go outside. It was like in the movies. You go outside and there's just kids out there all the time. It's just like everyone's playing. Everyone's playing.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if people do that anymore. Is that still a thing? I don't know.
Well,
Doesn't
I hear
seem like
kids.
it.
I hear kids outside from time to time. So.
But it seems like now they're all inside playing games. They play with each other at their own houses.
Right. Well, like me.
You're a gamer?
No. We went outside early and stayed out late because that was the thing to do. Go outside.
Yeah. That's fun. I used to play tag and spy
ride
on
bikes
the girls.
and
Not like in a
bad way.
bad Not that I remember anyway, but play house.
Yeah.
Because
School.
I was made to, yeah.
Played school.
Played Junkyard. Remember Junkyard?
Junkyard.
It's where we knocked everything off the shelves and it was a junkyard. And then we had to clean it up. What is one thing you are most proud of yourself for as a mom? What do you feel most proud of?
Gosh, I don't know. I don't think about that. If I'm proud of anything.
Come on.
Nothing comes to mind. You're
That's
putting me on the
stupid.
spot.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. You should have been. You were coming here to talk about being a mom. You should have had some thoughts.
I don't have thoughts. Let's see.
What do you think you did right?
I think I like you were talking about earlier, taught you guys good about, behaving yourself. And I would always tell you, if you're going to misbehave, you do it at home, not at school. So I never got any bad, teacher conferences. I mean, I even actually had a teacher call me once and say, you don't need to come in. There's nothing, to talk about. There's, he's doing great and there's no problems.
Who, me?
I think it was Ryan.
Come on.
In elementary school. Yeah. And so, I was proud of your behavior.
Has that been the same in adulthood?
I can't.
Has anybody called you about not coming to my parent-teacher conferences?
No.
Oh. I didn't know if they still did that, just secretly at jobs. Call your mom and say, hey, we just want to let you know he's doing great. So.
No, I don't do that anymore.
Well, it's no fun.
I have no clue what goes on with you guys unless you tell me.
Well, I guess, yeah, that's when we don't live with you, then it's hard to know. Well, we're running out of time here. Can you believe it? Can you believe you got through that?
Yes, I can.
You just said you weren't going to be able to do it.
Well, I think that people will be pretty bored listening to me.
Maybe, but this isn't for them. This is for me.
Okay.
Yeah, what would you say to your kids? To all of them?
Oh gosh, you just want me to cry.
Throw a little note out there right now. If you had to, if you're writing a letter to all of us, if you were, I don't know, maybe you were going on a trip and you weren't going to be back for a year, what would you say to us?
Oh gosh, I'm going to miss you terribly. I love you. With all my heart. I'm so proud of all of you. And I'll always be here for you.
Oh, you're going to make me cry. Well, you're the best mom. You know that? I always tell people that. You really are. You made
Thank you.
mistakes like anybody else, but I don't even look at them like that. I don't. I just see someone who's always been around when I needed them, and if I'm ever mad at you, it's not for a very long time because it's like I can't be, and I just appreciate you a lot.
Thank you.
And that's part of the reason I wanted you on here, because I think everyone should get to hear that. Everyone should get to hear how great you are, and well, your personality's not shining through because I think you're nervous. I feel like
maybe we could do a do-over one day.
No,
something funnier.
I'll get you into it. You're like your sense of humor. I think I get a lot of that from you.
I'm sure you get my sarcasm.
Yeah, that's what the dryness. Like, where's that come from? Oh, that's my mom. That's where I learned it early on.
Yeah.
And then I get.
Well, because lots of times you guys would say, "Are you serious? Or are you joking?"
Yeah, I never know. I'm like, how long did it take me to learn? Because then at a certain point, I just started doing it, and then I didn't even know I was doing it. And people would be like, "You have a very dry sense of humor," and I was like, "I don't even know what that means." This is what I am. And now people say that to me a lot. I'll get that a lot. Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
No, I'm not serious. Why would I be serious? Did you hear what I just said? What about that made sense to you? That was serious.
Right.
Well, anyway, we're out of time.
Okay,
The
sorry.
timer went off. What do you mean sorry?
Sorry, we're out of time.
Oh.
Yeah, I know this was so fun.
It was fun for me. Was it not fun for you?
It was fun for me.
Well, you can come back and we can do it again. We could talk about anything else you want to talk about. We could talk about the Dallas Cowboys. We could do a game review if you want. You could talk about their coverage and whatever formations and.
Oh, there you go. That would be a great one.
And or we just talk about Troy Aikman for 40 minutes. That's fine with me.
I can't talk about him now. He's married.
You can talk about him all you want because you're not married. He can't talk about you. That's where it becomes a problem. Okay, well, thank you. I love you, and I'll talk to you as soon as I hit stop.
Sign off?
Yeah.
Okay. See ya.
Bye. Oh, she's the greatest, right? She's the greatest. And I would love to have her back. So she's my mom. And I'm glad that she got to come on the show. Actually, you know what? I'm probably going to text her right now. I need to text her and thank her again because she was great. She was great. But anyway, if you like this episode, please let me know so I can tell my mom. If you hated this episode, please, let me know. I will not let her know. And if you have any ideas for future episodes, please let me know. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you next week.